Image-based culture, advertising, and popular culture. Where do our values and assumptions come from? A diamond is forever. This is from De Beers, a cartel controlling the market supply of diamonds. N.W. Ayers was hired to change the public attitudes toward diamonds from a financial investment to a symbol of committed and everlasting love. Consumer society influences culture, and we see this in the marketplace, particularly with advertising. Imagist modes of representation. We see advertising everywhere, especially in newspapers, magazines, and television. And these advertisements change the way that we read or interpret the stories in newspapers and magazines, and also what is represented in television. Advertising does not represent reasons why products should be bought. What is often shown is our social values. We see if we buy this product, we adhere to the social values of the nuclear family structure, status differentiation, denoting our class or wealth, and a hierarchical authority. So again, we're not buying products, we're buying how the products make us feel or what the product symbolizes. Advertising educate us and also sell. We are taught how to read commercial messages in advertisements, and media literacy also helps us to break up the hegemonic and dominant ideologies implicated in advertising. Advertising is ubiquitous. It fills our spaces of our everyday existence, from the brands on our clothing to the billboards that we drive by, of course, in television and magazines. Advertising is really trying to sell us happiness through a product. These products emphasize that the quality of life or social life in particular will be heightened if we buy a particular product. If goods themselves are not the locus of perceived happiness, then they need to be connected in some way with those things that are. Thus, advertising promotes images of what the audience conceives as the good life. The marketplace cannot directly offer the real thing, but it can offer a version of it connected with the purchase of products. Successful advertisements and advertisement companies research the target. Advertising firms rechannel the concerns of the audience and the cultures that they embody. They also are selling emotions, happiness, desirability, joy, belongingness. This is called parputulation. Advertising is not simple manipulation, but what ad makers Tony Schwartz called partmutilation, with the audience participating in its own manipulation. Schwartz says what we are doing is wrapping up your emotions and selling them back to you. Advertisings are effective in selling their products, so they're not really selling the products themselves, they're selling certain emotions such as happiness. If goods themselves are not the focus of perceived happiness, then they need to be connected in some way with those things that are. Thus, advertising promotes images of what the audience conceives as the good life. The marketplace cannot directly offer the real thing, but it can offer versions of it connected with this purchase of products. And so overall, your happiness is then determined by what you buy. Advertisement firms are successful because they research the target. They are rechanneling concerns of the audience and the cultures that they share. Again, trying to sell emotions. Advertising is not simple manipulation, but what ad makers Tony Schwartz called partipulation, with the audience participating in its own manipulation. Schwartz says what we are doing is wrapping up your emotions and selling them back to you. The economy, again, is driven by the advertising market. We know what to buy because they advertise it. However, these products would not elicit joy. These feelings of happiness or joy are not real. They're only images or representations of things that are designed to make you feel happiness or joy. And so what we have to be critical is of this feeling of happiness as having and having as being. So we need to take a vignette approach and really think about the narrative and reason why we're all subordinated to a rapid succession of lifestyle images. What do all these images really mean? And why are we being persuaded to think that buying these products can make us have a happy life? What we see is that this advertisement genre is replicated over and over again, is that they're selling feelings and emotions rather than products.